Hi guys, it's Mrs. Cameron here. Today we're taking a look at the digital SAT practice. And in order for you to get the best practice, I recommend you downloading the Blue Book app from College Board. And you just log in with your College Board account. And when you look here, you have 4 full-length practice tests for the SAT. I'm not going to do these tests here because I can't write on the screen. But if you look here at the Blue Book practice tests, we're going to be focusing on the math. So we're going to skip and skip the first 2 sections, skip the break, and then here we have the math section. So you have your first question, you have the Desmos graphing calculator, which this is as big as it gets on the SAT, and you have your reference sheet right here. I'm not going to be focusing on this practice test. For this video today, I'm going to instead have my Desmos graphing calculator and my practice test here from College Board website. This is practice test number 1. This is the paper version, which is slightly different than the digital practice, but it is the up-to-date practice test. So on the real SAT, you'll have 2 sections of math with 22 questions each. This PDF version has 2 math sections of 27 questions each, and its calculator is allowed, the Desmos graphing calculator is allowed for both sections of the SAT now that it is digital. So let's get right into these questions. The first one says, what is 10% of 470? And if I was setting this up, as soon as I see this, I'm going to set up my favorite proportion. My is over of equals percent over 100. So now I can take the information from here. What is, so the is what we're looking for, over of 470 equals 10% over 100. And when you have a proportion set up like this, you can just cross multiply and divide. So 470 times 10, and then divide it by 100 times 10, and then divide by 100 is 47. Our answer is B. I know that when you have a 10% question like this, it's easy to just divide the number by 10. But if you have a more complex number there for your percent, your is over of equals percent over 100 can come in handy for that. And question number 2 says, which equation has the same solution as the given equation? And for this one, we have 4x plus 6 equals 18. And all of these have the 4x by itself. So I know I want to leave my 4x and get rid of my plus 6. How do you get rid of a plus 6? You would have to subtract 6 on both sides of the equation to make these 6's cancel out to give you 4x equals, what is 18 minus 6? And it is 12. I've kind of given myself a little challenge here for every single question to try to use the calculator as much as possible. And I want to encourage you while you're getting familiar with the Desmos calculator, if you're not real familiar with it, use it as much as possible, and also use your number pad on your keyboard. If the device that you'll be testing with has a number pad, it's so much faster than trying to click around on the keyboard here. And also, I recommend that if you don't have a laptop where you can practice Desmos while you're watching this video, at least have like the Desmos app maybe on your phone while you're watching this, or on a tablet, so that you can practice entering our practice on the Desmos calculator. For my students in my class, this has been our challenge the last couple of weeks, is trying to see how many questions we can just answer by using the Desmos calculator. And it's been, for me, it's been kind of fun, and I think some of my students have enjoyed that as well. So moving on, question number 3 says, the total cost in dollars to rent a surfboard consists of a $25 service fee and a $10 per hour rental fee. A person rents a surfboard for T amount of hours and intends to spend a maximum of $75 to rent the surfboard. Which inequality represents the situation? So when we look at our multiple choice questions, all 4 of them have the maximum of $75, exactly the same, so we don't have to think about that too much. And now when I look here at the $10 per hour rental fee for T hours, that's telling me that I need a T with my 10, right? That hours, I need the T to go with my 10. So this has it right. And this has that right. And then the last piece of information is your $25 service fee is included on answer choice D. It is not included on answer choice A. So D was our correct answer there. And let's see. Oops. If I turn that off, can I scoot that over? I got it. Sorry. Question number 4 says, the function g is defined by g of x equals x squared plus 9. For which value of x is g of x equal to 25? So my students and I, we said, okay, whenever we see a function, if it says g of x, we're going to call it y. If it's f of x, we're going to call it y. This one has g of x. So as soon as I see that, I'm thinking a y here, and I'm thinking a y here. And this, we can use our calculator. We can say y equals x, here's my squared down here, plus 9. And you could just look and see when y is 25, what is x? And you have that right here. X is 4 when y is 25. So that answer is A. Also, in class, we said that you can take this these answer choices and do guess and check. So if you want to say, ooh, is my answer D, is 13 the correct answer? Right here, we'll know y does not equal to 25. So back it up real quick. It's not 9, it's not 5, it is 4. When x is 4, y is 25. And it's really fast to check that on the calculator. Number 5, each face of a fair 14-sided die is labeled with a number from 1 through 14, with a different number appearing on each face. If the die is rolled 1 time, what is the probability of rolling a 2? So you have 14 sides to your die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14 sides. And in order to find the probability of rolling a 2, I got to ask, how many 2s are there? There's only 1 2. And then how many total numbers? Or how many total sides? There are 14. So the answer is A. And then question number 6, a printer produces posters at a constant rate of 42 posters per minute. At what rate in posters per hour does the printer produce the posters? So if it's 42 per 1 minute, then how many posters per 1 hour? I know that 1 hour equals how many minutes? It equals 60. So now I'm just going to use my rule of equivalent fractions. I turned my 1 into 60 by multiplying the bottom, the denominators, times 60. Whatever I do to the denominator, I have to do to the numerator. So now I got to multiply the top times 60. 42 times 60 is going to give us our answer. And that's going to be 2,520. So that's the answer. How many posters per hour? It's 2,520. Final answer. And I'm going to go ahead and pause it here after the first page, and I'll see you back on the next video.